On today's video, we're going to give you 10 reasons why Raleigh, North Carolina is such a great place to retire to. And make sure you stay until the end. The last reason we're going to talk about has probably the greatest impact on why so many people are moving to this area. So you don't want to miss out on that one. So let's start with the number one reason why so many retirees are moving to Raleigh, North Carolina, and that is our amazing healthcare system. So the Raleigh, North Carolina area is home to some major universities with very strong healthcare programs. Duke University has the 5th highest ranked medical school in the entire country, while UNC has the 26th highest ranked medical school. And so tied to these university medical schools are some really great hospital systems. Duke has Duke University Medical Center, UNC has UNC hospitals, and by the way, in Wake County, there's also Wake Med Hospital System. So 3 really great medical centers in the Raleigh Triangle area. And because the medical programs at these universities are so strong, the area is attracting students from all over the country and really all over the world to come to these medical schools. And best of all, many of them end up remaining here in the area to practice medicine, which means we have quite the cream of the crop of medical students and medical professionals from all over the country and all over the world. And because these are teaching hospitals, you're able to participate in a lot of clinical trials that happen at these universities, as well as cutting edge technologies that are getting developed here just about every day. And in addition to the excellent healthcare for people here in the Triangle area, your furry friends are also going to be well taken care of. North Carolina State University in Raleigh has one of the very top veterinary programs and veterinary hospitals in the entire country. Literally, people from all over the state and all over the country come to the NC State Veterinary Hospital when their furry family members are in need of advanced medical treatment. Next reason so many retirees are coming to Raleigh, our amazing climate. So the Raleigh Triangle area has a really superb climate. It's not too hot and not too cold. In the winter, the average high is around 50 degrees and the average low is around like 33 degrees. And although we get snow once or twice every few years, it's really only about 1 or 2 inches that we get at a time. And luckily it ends up melting within a couple of hours or a day or so. Very rare that we get snow, very rare that we get really bad weather here, which makes our area a huge advantage. On the flip side, in the summer, our temperatures are around the mid 80s to the low 90s for high and in the mid 60s for lows. Granted, it's going to be quite humid in the summer here in the Raleigh area, but that only lasts a few months of the year and very much something that people get used to very quickly. As far as the spring and the fall goes, that's the ideal time of the year. Temperatures are somewhere between what you would expect in the summer and the winter, so it's not too hot and not too cool, making it ideal to be out, getting exercise out in the great outdoors, and of course, making new friends out there while you're out there. Next reason so many retirees are coming here, the arts and cultural scene. So this is driven by both the university systems I talked about a little earlier, and also the fact that Raleigh is the capital of the state of North Carolina. This means a good number of museums are here in the area because of that. As well, a lot of cultural events and museums are driven by those universities. As I said, Raleigh has an abundance of museums. Everything from North Carolina History Museum, Contemporary Art Museum, North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, and the North Carolina Museum of Art, among many others. And as I said, the universities contribute to the local arts and cultural scene that we have here. Everything from musical acts sponsored by the universities to Shakespeare in the Park, all the way to national musical acts that come here on their tours. Basically, just about anything you can think about culturally can be found in the Raleigh Triangle area. And in addition to all the cultural events that happen, there's also a ton of community events that occur in our area, literally just about every weekend. Everything from the Bluegrass Festival to Christmas parades to Festival and Spring Fest in Chapel Hill in the fall and the spring. Basically every weekend just about there's something going on in the area. Definitely something that's going to interest just about anyone can be found on our events calendar. In addition, there's a ton of things to do that's just a really short ride away from the Raleigh area. For example, in just 2 hours drive time, you can be in the Yadkin Valley, where a good number of our state's wineries exist. You can go tour wineries, taste wine, all of that sort of thing. It's really a burgeoning industry in our state. Beyond that, 2 hours in the opposite direction, you can be at the beaches, and 3 hours away, you can be in the mountains. So tons of opportunities for things to do in the Raleigh area and very close by beyond. Another reason why so many retirees are flocking to the area, the abundance of 55 plus communities we have here. So one of the great benefits of 55 plus communities is retirees are able to meet people their own age and make great friends. Beyond that, most of these communities here in our area have some great amenities, such as pools, community center clubhouses, gyms, and just about any kind of amenity like that you can imagine. And by the way, if you're interested in 55 plus communities, our team has compiled a list of all of the communities in the Triangle area. Give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out. The next reason retirees are flocking to the Raleigh area are green space. So the Raleigh area is well known for our outdoor recreation. There's tons of trees, tons of sidewalks, tons of opportunities to get out in the great outdoors. Already talked about the great weather we have, so that even adds an even better layer to the whole thing. And one of the popular activities retirees find when they move to the Raleigh area is all of our golf courses. Everything from the Northridge Country Club, Briar Creek Country Club, and the Finley Golf Course in Chapel Hill, and everywhere in between. You're always going to have a golf course very, very close by wherever you live. And if you're not into golf and you really are into like biking, hiking, walking, and all of that sort of thing, we've got you covered as well. Raleigh and Wake County have the Wake County Greenway system. Durham County, where Durham is, and Orange County, where Orange County is, also have their own Greenway system. You can basically walk, run, bike, etc. from the mountains to the coast, and even in many parts of the eastern seaboard. And beyond the Greenway system, we also have a number of really great parks in our area. There's Pullen Park and Umstead Park in Raleigh, many parks in some of the other cities like Chapel Hill and Durham. And Cary has also gotten in on the action with the new Cary Park that's just opened up in downtown Cary. So basically, if you like to be outdoors, the Raleigh Triangle area has you covered. Next reason so many retirees are moving to the Raleigh area are cost of living. This area has very favorable tax structure. For example, our sales tax is anywhere between 5 to 7%. Our property tax rate is somewhere around 1%, and our state income tax is around 5%. All this adds up to a great tax structure for retirees to move here and be able to save a lot of their money they're bringing with them. Another great aspect of our tax system is our property taxes only reset and reevaluate once every 4 years. In many states, every time you sell a house, the tax rate goes up or it gets evaluated on a much more rapid basis. Here in the Raleigh area, it's every 4 years. So you know what you're paying for and what you can budget for over the long term. And best of all, the Raleigh area just had our reevaluation. So that's something you don't have to worry about for another 4 years. And beyond our tax structure, there's a lot of other advantages to living in our area. For example, we have a lot of retirees from Florida actually moving to North Carolina. And there's lots of reasons for that. For example, our insurance rates are much lower than what, unfortunately, folks are experiencing in Florida. And of course, we have a lot less hurricanes and tropical storms and all of that rough weather that they have down in Florida here in North Carolina. And last but not least on this topic, Florida's getting really overcrowded, and people that don't want to deal with a lot of people are moving to North Carolina where we have some elbow room. Next reason retirees are moving here, quality of life. So no matter what measurement, what publication you look at, Raleigh, North Carolina ranks really high as one of the best places to live in the United States. And one of the top reasons for that is the quality of life you can experience here. For example, U.S. News & World Report just recently ranked Raleigh and Durham as the 3rd best place to live in the entire country. And many of the reasons we get ranked so high here is really a lot of the reasons we've talked about here on this video. Great weather, great university system, and of course great job opportunities, and overall a really strong economy. Which also segues into another reason why quality of life is so good here. We are a growing area. We are an economy that is expanding. So anyone moving here, any retiree that's moving here, doesn't have to worry about moving to a declining area where things are going to get dilapidated, falling down, and unfortunately we know a lot of parts of the country where that's happening. That's just not happening here in the Raleigh Triangle area. The next reason why so many retirees are moving here, it's less crowded. We've kind of touched on a little bit here on this video, but let's go into some detail. Raleigh, North Carolina currently has a population of 490,000 people, and the entire triangle, which includes Durham, Chapel Hill, and the 25 cities around the Wake County, Raleigh area, has a population of about 2.1 million people. And while that sounds like a lot, please know that we are a very large area and the population density is nowhere near what you can experience in a lot of other areas of the country like Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, Boston, Miami, and many, many other cities. And yes, while Raleigh, North Carolina is continuing to grow, the good news is we have an abundance of land. We can continue expanding out and out and out. We're not surrounded on one side by the ocean like, say, Los Angeles or San Francisco is, or we're not an island like New York City is. So we're able to expand further and further out, which means plenty of elbow room for everyone for the foreseeable future. The next big reason why so many retirees are flocking here are accessibility. And so by accessibility, I mean ease to get from point A to point B. It's very, very easy to travel when living in the Raleigh area. We're very fortunate to have an international airport here in Raleigh, the RDU International Airport, with over 60 nonstop flights going to all parts of the country and all parts of the world. Beyond that, RDU Airport has easy access to all of the major airports all over everywhere, which means it's very, very easy to get from Raleigh to anywhere on the planet very, very quickly. And beyond the airport, the interstate road system in our area is excellent. You can be on Interstate 40, Interstate 85, or Interstate 95 really, really quickly from just about anywhere in the Raleigh Triangle area. And that means you can be anywhere up and down the eastern seaboard and really anywhere in the entire country really, really quickly from your home in the Raleigh area. And beyond all of these benefits, you also have the benefit of that Raleigh is located in the center of the eastern seaboard. So you can be anywhere north or south very, very quickly from Raleigh and the rest of the triangle. And another reason why so many retirees are flocking to the Raleigh area, we're a friendly community. So I'm not sure if it's the favorable weather that we talked about earlier or the fact that we're not crowded right on top of each other, but people here in the Raleigh area tend to be friendlier than people you're going to meet in other parts of the country. Expect people to say hello to you as you're walking into a store or just walking through your neighborhood. Expect a perfect stranger to hold the door for you as you're coming in that store and they're leaving. And expect the server at your favorite restaurant or coffee shop to learn your name after just a few visits. So if all of these reasons why Raleigh is such a great place to retire to has piqued your interest, contact us at the information below. We'll be happy to help you get things started. Check out this video. We think you're really going to like this one as well. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.